Right, so here I am back in Corunca in Romania. I did a video about this in April. The land was for sale and I was saying, kind of half joking, that I was going to buy it. Well, actually I did buy it. So this is my second day here. I'm only here till later today. So I was just clearing a little bit of the brush. The land is over 100 meters from where I'm standing back into the forest. And it's overgrown with this nasty thorn, the hawthorn. Now, I'm usually in favour of leaving trees as a form of cover and just for the sake of it, but these are not good trees. They're not going to really produce anything apart from these hawthorns. They're covered in very nasty thorns. They're not going to grow very large. They're not very particularly nice. And there's absolutely millions of them. So what I've done is I've cleared an entrance, literally just using the smallest of hand tools. This is the brush that I've cleared yesterday. So it turns out my land goes from this white area, which is soil that's being cleared by a development company, from the very end of that all the way back to the tree line there, which is absolutely fantastic. So yesterday I opened up, this was all overgrown scrub. Yesterday I opened up this entrance here. I don't have a chainsaw. I didn't really have a lot of time, and all I had was a lapping shears my good friend Mishka kindly lent me. So I've cut these small ones, cut them down. I've taken off some branches to give myself a little bit of access. I'm going to leave, that's the eastern boundary. So I'm going to leave a couple of these bushes here on the eastern boundary, and that's the western boundary. I'm just going to leave those for the simple purposes of delineating the property. We'll work on that later on. So these are some branches that I cut back. This was a solid thicket yesterday. You can see the stumps there. There's my trusty lopping shears. Excellent for cutting off branches up to about, I guess, 2 or 3 inches in width, circumference. So this was solid. When we were here yesterday, the guy who was mapping the land had to struggle through all this thorny wilderness. I'm a bit out of breath. It's 36 degrees here today. So I cut with my trusty lopping shears. I've cut through this thicket and into the first clearing. It's all overgrown here as well, but it's not as bad. So there's a bear scrape or a pig wallow, I'm not sure which. The bears and wild boar around here, I haven't seen either in this area, but that's the way it is. So all of these small hawthorns I'm going to be able to chop now. I have to get the plane in 3 or 4 hours. I'm going to cut a few of these, and then when I'm at home, when I go back to Ireland, I'm going to arrange to have somebody come out here with a chainsaw, have a look at it, and see if you can get this cleared back properly for me, because realistically the trees are 70 meters back from where I'm standing or more. I'm not going to be able to clear that in a million years, and I'm not exactly an expert with a chainsaw. Actually, there's a pear tree there, so I'm going to leave that to stand. It's a beautiful tree, lovely foliage. You see the contrast even in the